I think any man would
I
have
would have
done
done
that.
the same. Yeah.
I don't, you know.
Wait. Any man?
I would hope that a man would find it in his heart.
If a guy comes up to you and puts a gun to your forehead,
we're a crew. We were walking up together, right?
But you said any man. Like if I'm just walking down the street and a guy comes up and puts a gun to your forehead, I'm gonna have some questions before I intervene.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if my first thought would be to intervene. My first thought would be to grab you and say, "Run."
I'm not grabbing you and running. I'm gonna go, guys.
Nah,
that's what you're doing.
That's it.
Guys.
Yeah, guys. Like
guys.
that. Like this guy's crazy enough to pull a gun on a woman in broad daylight, right?
No, he's not crazy. He's
but
emotional.
I don't know. Son, I don't know, right? So I don't know who that guy is. I'm walking my dog. I'm walking down the street, walking the dog,
in this
right?
particular case,
spicy ass Puerto Rican lady walks up to the door.
You're
not Puerto Rican.
What's your background?
Egyptian.
My mom's Dominican.
A spicy, even crazier. A spicy ass Dominican walks up to the door, right? In my mind, I'm like, yo, she's trying to ruin his household. She's trying to take this man from his wife and kids, right? Because you're so in love with him and in love with the dick. So I don't know if that's the exact situation.
No, feathers.
You ain't never seen it. Look,
Feathers, bro. Feathers. This is crazy.
You know what I mean? Just let me.
His emotion was based on his son, and because
you know that I'm walking my dog on the street.
So hold on, you're an innocent bystander. You see these two reporters walking in.
Dominican walks up to the door, right?
Yes.
Okay, knock. Dude comes out, cock, points a gun. In my mind, he's like, leave me and my family alone. That was just one time. Do you know what I mean? I made a mistake with you. I don't want to be with you. I want to be with my wife and kids. And you're like, no, you with me.
First of all, I already said
Bobby.
I'm not gonna be second to anybody, so I'm not gonna be knocking on anybody's door.
You trying to ruin the family? So
Who
you
would
can be
make
number
you
one.
second?
Right.
This
So,
is
but I'm
crazy.
saying
That's
it's not
crazy.
He's a starter,
Not only
bro.
that,
Yo,
not
franchise
only that,
player.
Point guard.
I never got to the door. He saw us pull up in a live truck. So as we're walking up,
Okay.
he met us halfway. I never even got to the point of
So
knocking.
I'm supposed to. This guy's so ready to kill you. He moved up on you.
I don't know
I'm
if he
supposed
was ready
get in the
kill
building.
me more than it was.
Get the
who
fuck
do
off
you
my
think
lawn.
you
My
are
son just
when
died.
I just found out after reporting him missing that he was found in a
Right.
dumpster.
But now put yourself in my sandals. I'm walking down the street with my dog. Okay, I see you walk up. You're probably in a sexy outfit. Were you not?
I know.
What were you wearing?
That day?
Yeah.
Probably like colored jeans and a.
I don't like how you.
I chase bad guys, so he'll tell you I don't wear anything revealing tight. That's not my style.
Schulz, I don't like how you ask women what they're wearing, bro.
Yo, you know what? You're right. Did you wear matching underwear?
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Really?
Y'all really gonna leave me? Y'all just gonna leave me?
We're gonna hashtag
That's how it
me
is?
too you.
Y'all just gonna leave me?
That's what we're gonna do.
What? Did you have matching toenail polish to your nails?
Tonight on News Channel 11, Nefertiti
My nail polish
Jacquet
does normally match.
investigates Andrew Schulz.
Oh shit.
Nail polish and what I wear is like, no. But if I'm in impoverished areas for most of what I do, right? So nobody's trying to look extra cute. My purpose in telling the story and being with my families is to show them that there's really no difference, right? I'm not walking up in designer gear thinking that I'm on TV, and so therefore I have never, and my families will, look, it would already be out there if it was. I would never treat somebody the way that I don't expect anybody in my own family to be treated.
Got you.
So there was
again, I don't know any of this.
But you had to learn that early, though. You had to learn that early, right?
I don't know if I think I felt, I don't know if I learned that. I think it was something that I just wanted to do.
But you said you learned it with this situation, right?
Well, I learned about the door knocking, yes.
Boom.
But as far as him leading to the ideas
Charlamagne,
of
you gonna
sexy,
run in front of the gun? You don't even know her. She's a random lady. You're gonna run in front of and jump in front of that gun.
He would, because
no.
he had people beeping horns. So yeah, he would.
Come
run.
on.
No, I would. No.
Come on, yo.
Random woman.
Come on, random woman.
Random woman, no.
You got kids, bro.
But
You got
if I'm the camera guy, that's with her every day.
If you're the camera guy, you got a job.
Random woman.
She got to handle that kind of.
I need about 30 more seconds to see what's going on. I'm gonna call 911. I'm gonna tell them like, yo, man, it's a guy with a gun. I don't know what he's about to do. I got to see what's going on.
That's it. But from a safe position.
She might have licked some ice cream, and she might, you know what I'm saying?
Or
we
eat
don't
a pickle.
eat the pickle. We don't fucking know.
That's all. I need to do some investigative journalism myself before I step in front of the gun for you. That's all I'm trying to say. I think that's reasonable.
We were a team rolling
They were a
up.
team.
We knew what the situation was.
I know, but I'm walking my dog, so I'm not part of the team.
Yeah.
That's
He
all I'm
wasn't
saying.
walking
He's
his
one
dog.
of the white guys that came in, gentrified the neighborhood. He's walking his
Got it.
dog.
That's
And
it.
he's like, this neighborhood isn't gentrified enough.
It's
There's
not
a black guy with a
gentrified
gun. There's
enough.
Dominicans here.
There's Dominicans.
You weren't going to be walking your dog in Liberty City.
Hell no. How? First of all, you know you should know Florida. Why would you do that in Liberty City?
What
do you
just
mean?
happened?
I had just gotten there.
Oh, you just moved
what
it. Oh,
just
okay.
happened? That was crazy.
My parents retired there after the fact, so I didn't know Florida like that.
That's where the pork and bean projects is at.
The what and what?
Yeah.
The pork and beans?
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Like Liberty City is probably one of the toughest neighborhoods I've ever.
Without question. I don't know how it is
they
now.
don't just throw like shoes on like your head might.
They
be
throw
there.
they throw a head.
I mean, I'm not trying to add that as a stigma to that. I'm just saying it is a very tough. Like I've been Bankhead, Liberty City, you name it. I've been around it, so I'm comfortable in that setting.
Right.
I'm just saying it is one of the toughest neighborhoods, but at the same time,
Who's in that neighborhood?
people just like us.
That's a
If
very
I'm not
good
mistaken,
politically
no,
correct
I'm about to
statement.
It's not about being politically correct. It's we don't choose the life that we're born into.
I'm saying what gangs are in the neighborhood?
Oh, it's not gangs. It's like the.
I don't think it's an issue of
like
gangs.
The Haitian, a lot of Haitians.
Sac
Like, don't get me wrong. If I'm not mistaken, there's a lot of shower posse too in Florida.
Shower
They could be in
posse.
Liberty City. All I know is Liberty City is no place that you want to play around.
No.
You don't just walk up to people's houses. You don't just walk through Liberty City. You damn sure don't just walk up to somebody's door
No.
and knock on it after their son just got killed. Absolutely not.
But the thing is, we didn't know. I was new, and I didn't know enough about that part of town to think that would be something that would be normal.
Now, did that help you in a situation in the future? Meaning, like, were you ever put into a similar situation like that again? And you?
I mean, people have tried to splash water on me, spit in my face.
What?
I've been called every name in the book. I mean, I think there's certain things that you can avoid and certain things you can't, because unfortunately, there are a lot of generalizations made about reporters and journalists and TV, news media as a whole. And so I think it's always been my goal to make sure that I'm looked at separately.
Can I ask you a serious question about news?
Yes.
Them bad bitches that do the weather.
You still calling women bitches in 2019?
Charlemagne? Yeah.
If I was a woman, I would not answer that question.
I'm not.
Listen.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Those very attractive women that do the weather.
Attractive is what? You're basing it because what's attractive to you may not be attractive to Pickles, may not be attractive to Charlemagne.
That's not true. Usually there's a uniform.
I love these
attractiveness.
nicknames in here today. Feathers, Pickles.
Yeah.
This is great.
There's uniform attractiveness, throughout the world. There's things that we all like.
Why can't
certain
we
aesthetics.
just say weathercasters, meteorologists? What does it matter if they're male, female?
Well, because nobody cares about Dr. Z or whatever the fuck that guy's name is in New York. We care about these baddies, these smoke shows.
You do.
There's a reason they keep getting hired, and it's not
Who's
because I'm
we?
the only one watching.
You're talking about that one
Okay.
specific one that's on
man.
Instagram all the time?
Oh man,
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
what's her name?
I don't know. But I know who you're talking about because I see her on Instagram all the
Yeah.
time.
Okay, are they like when you're in the news station? Are they like the cream of the crop of the news station? Like everybody's trying to holler at them. They're like, "Yo, like what's the weather tomorrow?" Like,
You'd have to DM her and ask her that.
so you don't know anything. You don't politic at the news station.
It's
at
not
all?
that I don't politic. It's I'm never at my office because I
You're
work
always
the
on the
streets.
road. You work the streets,
Right.
But you never hit them up tomorrow like, "Yo, I'm on the streets
You know
tomorrow."
that
Can you
Fatidi
tell me
can
if it's
box,
gonna
right,
be
bro?
rainy?" You can box?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You just out here throwing the B word around like it's
Yeah.
cool. She's hot about that.
First of all, why do girls get so upset about the word bitch? What's the big deal about that?
Really? Are we really asking that
I
question?
do, yeah. What?
Thank you, T.
Ooh, you
Thank you.
sized up, bro. You ain't even paying attention to what's going on around
I'm
you.
being attacked from all angles, bro.
You're not even paying attention to your surroundings.
Listen, I can tell you what's not a bitch. You.
Yeah, shut the fuck.
You know what I mean?
But you know what it is.
I can tell you what a queen is.
Here comes another
I can
one.
tell you what a queen.
Why'd you bring me this tissue? Because I'm about to be crying because Andrew about to get beat up in here.
You really are. You really are.
Yo, you're offended by the word bitch?
Not really.
Thank you.
That, yes.
What do you mean if I say it like that?
Come here, Sam. Come here.
Oh my gosh.
I think, look.
I'd like to hear this discussion from
Yeah.
3 women. Sim, you said it doesn't offend you.
The
How old are you, first of all, Sim? You're 20?
4.
24.
Context matters.
Thank you. So if I was like, yo, this bad bitch.
I wouldn't care.
Thank you.
See, I mean, I don't think that it matters about age. I don't think it matters if you're millennial. I don't think that matters.
Okay.
I think that it's an individual choice.
Right.
Like you ask me about my nail polish color, that's cool. You ask me about my underwear, not cool. You just randomly calling a girl the B word, not cool.
But what if it's in context?
Hold on, acknowledge
In
what she
context,
said.
that's
Take
like
it
saying,
in.
so then like
Okay,
let's
that's
take
fair.
I mean, that's like saying an argument about who's allowed to say the N-word.
Yeah, we know who's allowed to say it.
Right. So why do you think as a male that you're allowed to say that?
Because we invented that word.
Oh, really? What else did you invent, Feathers?
To be honest,
I'd really like to know what you've invented and what you've trademarked because I don't know a goddamn thing that you've done.
I mean, to be honest, wait, what did I invent?
Yeah.
Me personally,
Yes.
Andrew Schulz?
Yes.
I think I popularized the 2-button open.
Okay. But what else?
Yo, don't look at my chest like that again, yo. That's me too. Yo, she objectified me. I just got objectified.
I just like watching you try to get out this situation. I'm like, okay.
Can I get my squirm on? Can I get my squirm on? Can I flip it? Hey, can I flip it? You know what I mean? I just was objectified. Again, you keep objectifying
I'm
me.
not objectifying you. I'm looking you straight in your eyes.
No, you looked at my tits.
No, I did not.
You did look at my
No, I
tits.
didn't.
We got it all on camera.
No, I did
Yes,
not.
it did, because I saw your eyes.
Roll back the tape.
Roll it
The
back,
proof
Al,
is
because
in
I'm
the
going
video.
eye contact.
The
I don't
proof
even
is
know
video.
what your blouse looks like. I don't even know what color it is, because I've been looking at your eyes.
Really?
Which are a dark brown.
Actually, you should look at them in the sun. They're actually lighter than what they appear.
Ah, you Dominicans love your light eyes.
Now listen,
Really?
Can you acknowledge what she
what
said?
Dominicans that are you talking about that go around saying, "Oh, I love my light eyes."
Oh, Latin culture, light eyes, very popular.
We'll leave that alone.
Can you
That's a
acknowledge
whole
what
nother
she
discussion.
said though?
What'd she say?
Do you think it was inappropriate to ask about her underwear?
I thought that it was very important for the story.
No, it wasn't. It was completely inappropriate. It's completely inappropriate for you to think that you can use the B word when.
Okay, how about this? Asking about the underwear? Inappropriate.
So apologize.
It's
your
nothing wrong with
podcast.
apologizing. You're
your
a man,
podcast.
Schultz. You can apologize. People will respect you. Don't. It's not like you made a joke. It wasn't a joke, Schultz.
It was a joke.
It wasn't a joke.
It was a joke.
No,
It was
I'm
100%
saying
a
it
joke.
wasn't in the context of a joke.
Of course, it was a context of a joke. Absolutely. I wasn't seriously wanting to know what color fucking underwear you wear. Also, I'm
But that
35
wasn't
years
the
old.
point.
I don't get turned
That
on by girls'
wasn't-
underwear color.
That wasn't the point.
What was the point?
You
She's
know what
offended.
the point
You
is.
offended her.
What was the point?
You know the point.
No, you explained the point to me. And if
I've already explained the point.
Which is what?
Why do you think you have the audacity to even ask a question like that?
Okay,
He's
first
an
of all,
audacious person.
That's
Never.
great.
100% audacious person.
But there's something funny about it.
There's a certain. Well, I mean, we define what's funny. It's very difficult to find what's funny, right? Like we've been talking about AIDS today, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
you've been involved in that conversation. There might be people with AIDS that don't find that funny as well, right? So
Right.
everything. It depends on the person that's taking in that information. You didn't find my absurdist joke about asking what color underwear you're wearing as you're walking up to a grieving parent's house, asking him how he felt about his kid being murdered.
Right.
He probably didn't like you asking him that. I was probably way more offensive to him that you would
Right.
ask that than me asking what color underwear you are.
But
I was
clearly you weren't paying
Stop,
clearly-
back.
But
Wait.
hold on.
No, let me finish.
No,
'cause
don't cut her off like that.
No. I'm still talking. Let me finish.
Okay.
So what I was trying to do is juxtapose the absolute absurdity of you walking up to a grieving parent and asking them how they feel about their dead kid with an absurd question about your underwear, and the fact that you're more offended and think that I shouldn't be able to ask that question while you were willing to ask about a dead child.
Right?
Okay.
To me, you should
Let
put
me-
some
let me
context on
referee
that.
this.
No,
Okay.
you don't have to referee.
Right.
If you roll back the tape,
Right.
I
That
prefaced
was the joke.
I prefaced it with I didn't even get to the door. I prefaced it with
Right.
being a younger reporter and mistakes that I had made that I would
you know it's
never
wrong.
mistake now. I also said I never even got to answer or even ask, rather, the question before the gun was cocked and he put it in my
But that was
face.
your intent.
And Peter, the intent was because that's what my bosses needed me to do.
Yeah, but just because your boss needs you to do something doesn't mean you should
Well,
do
hold on,
it.
so
Right, but I was also
let me ask you a
21
question.
in the game, and I literally prefaced the conversation by saying a mistake that I would have made then is not a mistake that I
I know.
would
I
do
remember
now.
that. I remember it. So,
Right.
so for
Hold on, let me
me,
repeat this for a second.
Hold on,
Right.
and then
Okay.
I backed it up with,
Charlamagne wants
This is good content. This is good
Charlamagne
content.
wants
and then I backed it up with, not only would I never do it again,
Yes.
I don't respect journalists who do it now.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
But Andrew, were
So
you?
then what your argument is
it's inappropriate behavior.
But Andrew, were you offended by that story? Did that story bother you until she called you on calling out her underwear?
100% not.
Okay.
For what I was trying to play off of is just the absurdity of asking an uncomfortable question, right?
But
I recognize I'm satirizing this absurdity, right? Like I don't truly want to know what color your underwear is. No offense, you could be wearing great underwear. I just don't care.
Well, just say sorry.
But I'm not going to apologize for jokes because I'd never do that, and that's what I do for a living.
I don't think it was a joke, though.
It was absolutely a fucking joke.
Like it wasn't an Andrew Schulz. I'm on stage. I put thought into this.
No, it was. I mean, look, there's different levels of things. There's absurd things that you say. Like you've said many absurd things. We've all said absurd things on this podcast. Once we start having one person go, I felt uncomfortable with that, we have to apologize every single time someone feels uncomfortable.
No, it wasn't that. I mean, I'm taking your argument and using it against you. The absurdity of it, I prefaced that.
Right.
And I said, not only did I not even get to ask that question, nor have I ever any time after that. So if I'm already admitting
to the
wrong, but you're also saying that because there was the absurdity of the question, that's why you asked about the underwear. If I never even asked the question and prefaced the conversation with that, so then how is your argument even valid? And I love you, Feathers.
How did we get to the underwear?
I love you too. I
didn't know that's how we got to the underwear.
The way we got to the underwear was I asked first what you were wearing, right? And
which is inappropriate.
Well, no, because I think that you picked up on what I was saying is you made a distinct point of going, I'm not out here like some reporters might be trying to look sexy. Like in these neighborhoods, that's not helping me at all. I'm just trying to get the story done.
Right.
I was playing off a stereotype.
It sounded like you're saying blacks.
And the way you said it.
Literally, everybody listening right now. And it's a good point Charlamagne made, yo. Charlamagne did make a good point about that one. It's kind of true.
It did sound like he was saying blacks.
He's a wizard, bro. He's a wizard.
He is a wizard.
Listen, so what I think we're both playing is the trope or like archetype of a reporter that overly does her, sexuality in these situations. I'm asking that thinking that maybe this sort of dress, satirically speaking, gives you some sort of leverage in these environments. Some guy going, okay, I'll talk to this girl because she's hot, opposed to whatever. You go very quickly, which I assume is because you understood where I'm going, my train of thought, which is I don't dress in any way. I'm wearing jeans. I'm dressing comfortable.
Oh, that's a good point. You're familiar with Taylor Rooks?
No.
Taylor Rooks is a sports reporter.
Yes.
Who a lot of men think is very attractive. And she says that. She says that people get mad at her in her field because a lot of guys want to interview with her because she is pretty.
Right.
So that's just something that she is constantly fighting against.
Yeah. No, and it's definitely been something that I fought against. But I would say the only reason why the joke wasn't handled is prior to the start of the podcast, we talked about my situation personally. And so in the elements of what has happened to me and what we talked about prior and the beginning of the show, I think that you would then know that would be something that would be sensitive just to me as a person. I'm not expecting you to apologize for all of your jokes as a comedian because I appreciate your work.
Right.
I'm saying you knew a little bit more about me and my past and us sharing that I'm saying that's where that triggers.
It is a great point. You and I took that in different ways. You took that as maybe he should know better. Mm-hmm. I took that as she knows that I'm actually
for sure
a curious and concerned person, and we had that conversation you felt comfortable enough to have with me privately. So I'm thinking she knows my true intention. And if I say something absurd about that, it's no different than me saying something absurd about AIDS ice cream.
Right.
Doesn't mean it's not a trigger for her, though.
Totally. It's a trigger for you,
and
but
the folks at
I always say
don't know what our conversation
totally, we're not going to
prior.
say that. But I always say, for me, it's like, judge me based on my intent, not your interpretation. And you know that I would hope that you know that my intent, even in that, was not to make you feel discomfort in any way. It's just to try to get a chuckle out of a situation. Do I want you to feel uncomfortable at any point during this podcast? No, I hope I haven't made that. Did I feel uncomfortable when you were looking at my breasts? I did.
You know what it sounded?
I did.
That was a great point you just made, but you know what sounded real good before that?
Blacks?
No. Listen, I'm sorry.
That being said, how about this? I am sorry if something I said made you feel any way that was different than the intent of it.
Hey!
That's fair.
Thank you, Feather.
That's fair.
Thank you,
That's
Feathers.
fair, right? That's good. You know what I mean? I quit this podcast.
No.
I'm going to be honest. You sound like your name should be Feathers. I can't believe you.
I'm Feathers, bro.
Feathers.
I'm rolling with this one, dog.
You really
I'm
should.
rolling with this one.
Let's pay some bills and come back.